Ever had someone go out of their way to be rude, thinking they could get away with it? Imagine being at a party, just trying to have a good time, when a total stranger keeps blowing cigarette smoke right in your face on purpose. Most people would just walk away. But my friend, he served up a dose of instant karma she'll never forget. If you've ever dreamed of getting the perfect revenge on someone who disrespected you, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for a story that proves sometimes the best payback is the pettiest. This story isn't about me, but about a friend of mine, a guy who, in my opinion, is a low-key legend when it comes to petty revenge. A few years back, he and his wife were at this big outdoor party. You know the type. Music playing, people laughing, drinks flowing, and little clusters of strangers and friends all over the place. The kind of night where you can just relax, meet new people, and forget about the world for a while. My buddy's a pretty easygoing guy. He's not the type to start drama or make a scene. But he's also not the type to let someone walk all over him. So there he is, chatting with a group of people, some he knows, some he doesn't. Next to him is this woman, maybe in her late 20s, long blonde hair, cigarette in hand. At first, he doesn't think much of it. It's an outdoor party, after all. But then, she takes a drag, turns her head, and blows a thick cloud of smoke right into his face. He coughs, waves his hand, and tries to laugh it off. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe she didn't realize. So he gives her the benefit of the doubt and says, as politely as he can, "Hey, would you mind not blowing smoke my way?" She looks at him, smirks, and says nothing. A few minutes later, she does it again. This time, she's watching him, waiting for his reaction. He asks her again, a little firmer, "Seriously, could you not?" She just laughs. Not a friendly laugh either. The kind of laugh that says, "What are you going to do about it?" She keeps doing it over and over each time, more deliberate, more mocking. The people around them start to notice, but no one says anything. Maybe they're uncomfortable. Maybe they just don't want to get involved. Now, if you've ever been in a situation like this, you know how it feels. That mix of embarrassment and anger, the heat rising in your cheeks, the tightness in your chest. You want to say something, to stand up for yourself, but you also don't want to ruin the vibe or make a scene. My friend's wife sees what's happening and gives him a sympathetic look. He shrugs it off, but inside, he's fuming. He's not a confrontational guy, but he's not about to let this slide. He tries to move the conversation along, to focus on other people, but every few minutes, there it is again, a fresh cloud of smoke, right in his face. And every time, that smug little laugh. It's not just about the smoke anymore. It's about respect. Or, in this case, the total lack of it. As the night winds down, people start saying their goodbyes. My friend's still stewing, replaying the whole thing in his head. He knows he could just walk away, let it go, and chalk it up to one rude person at a party. But then he remembers something his wife always says. "Don't let people treat you like a doormat." He turns to his wife and quietly asks, "Hey, do you have any gum?" She digs through her purse and hands him a piece. He pops it in his mouth, chewing thoughtfully, a plan already forming. He makes his way around the party, saying goodbye to everyone, shaking hands, giving hugs. When he gets to the smoker girl, she's still there, still with that same smug look on her face. He smiles, friendly as ever, and says, "Hey, it was great talking to you tonight. No hard feelings about the smoke, right?" She laughs, clearly not taking him seriously. "Of course not," she says, and leans in for a hug. And that's when he strikes. In one smooth, practiced motion, he reaches up, pulls the gum from his mouth, and mid-hug presses it deep into her long, perfectly styled blonde hair. He pats her on the back, steps away, and gives her a big, genuine smile. She has no idea. Not a clue. She just grins, says goodbye, and goes back to her friends. My friend walks away, heart pounding, trying not to burst out laughing. He can feel the adrenaline, the satisfaction bubbling up inside him. He glances back once, just to see if she's noticed. She hasn't, not yet. He imagines her getting home, running her fingers through her hair, and suddenly feeling that sticky, tangled mess. The confusion, the frustration, the slow realization of what happened, damned, who did it. He hopes she remembers every puff of smoke, every laugh at his expense. He hopes she learns that sometimes karma comes in the form of a piece of chewing gum. Wife whispering as they walk away. Did you really just do that? Friend grinning. She'll figure it out. Eventually. Wife, you're terrible. Friend. No, I'm just done being disrespected. The best part. He never had to see the aftermath. He didn't need to. He knew exactly what he'd done. And he knew she'd spend the rest of the night tanned, probably a good chunk of the next morning, trying to get that gum out of her hair. Maybe she'd have to cut it out. Maybe she'd have to explain to her friends what happened. Maybe, just maybe, she'd think twice before blowing smoke in someone's face again. And for my friend, that was enough. He didn't need to yell, or make a scene, or stoop to her level. He just needed to remind her, in the pettiest way possible, that actions have consequences. As he and his wife walked home, he felt lighter, vindicated. He'd stood up for himself, and he'd done it with style. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't loud or dramatic, it's just a little bit sticky. Some people think they can get away with anything, but sooner or later, karma catches up. And sometimes, it comes in the form of a piece of gum and a lesson they'll never forget. Stand up for yourself, even if it's just in the pettiest way possible. If this story made you laugh, hit that like button and tell us in the comments what's the pettiest revenge you've ever seen or pulled off. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories where karma gets the last word. Until next time, remember, don't mess with the quiet ones.